Take it easy there.
Oh, stay calm, little guy. Sonic and Tails will get your
we're on,
buddies
okay?
back. Sonic,
No, it'll be
did you
alright.
get those animals back from Eggman?
Sonic hasn't had the best time transitioning into the 3D world of gaming. Okay, I know at this point that may very well be the most blatant introduction to a video essay about a Sonic game, but bear with me for a second here. I truly think that Sonic the Hedgehog might be the most exciting franchise in the world since Star Wars.
That's much better than the one I had in the movie.
Now really, the sheer size and depth the developers and fans have covered is staggering. Be it the games, movies, fanfictions, abridged series, comics and animation, the good and the bad. It might just be one of the most covered things in existence, kept in pop culture through sheer willpower of the fandom. I mean, look at his former rival Mario, which is obviously way more high quality. It is such a safe and tested IP, I can't even remember when the last bad Mario thing was. Long gone are the days of Hotel Mario or the live action show. Of course, fans might be angry that a new Paper Mario isn't as good as Thousand Year Door, but that also means that you will never see Mario shoot an assault rifle to all of me. Sonic's strength is born from his will to exist, which might lead you to a Sonic 06 or a Sonic Mania / Hollywood movie. It is truly special. That left me wondering which game I should cover, as most of them I had already seen in much better quality I could manage. Always thought I'd do something with Heroes, but that is too late now. So maybe do Forces? As I always felt there is more to uncover, things people missed because it was outdone by Mania. But no, I only had to take one look at my Steam library to find what I was looking for. Why does nobody talk about Sonic Lost World? I only ever saw it played in one video.
Looking at videos of them.
How dare they? We should
Drop
have
the
been the
crack,
ones.
Pat! No! Persona!
And honestly, it didn't look that bad. Well, the thing appears to be that they just didn't finish the game, which is a shame because it has a lot of promise. People always call Sonic Colors the good modern Sonic game, and it appears that Sega was inclined to agree, as you can feel that Lost World is built upon its predecessor. And a whole lot of Super Mario Galaxy, without the polish of either of them. I mean, it is not like Nintendo's Plumber has the exclusivity rights to orbs and floating planes, but considering Lost World came out 3 years after Galaxy 2, no dev on Sonic team can tell me they weren't inspired by it. Honestly, it works pretty well for the Blue Hedgehog. You know, the one problem he always had is that his 3D speed outside of automatic segments was more of an obstacle than a fun factor. More often than not you would run into a wall, make it rain rings or have to slow down to do a precise jump. The developers made sure that high speed running is a lot more fluid. The tube-like level structure, the lock-on homing attack that stacks automatically and the slowed down top speed make running through a level a more enjoyable experience, for the most part. Watching a speedrun of this almost makes me want a Sonic parkour game, but with a few more movement options if possible. 2D sections are nothing to write home about, but they do their job with functional platforming that already worked on the SNES. It's no Rayman Legends or Tropical Freeze, but that's hardly surprising. Like the biggest thing that happens is a lights out mechanic and some side switching. It's not bad, just uninspired. When it comes to presentation, the game does a lot better. A varied level selection with platformer mainstays like the obligatory Green Hill-like, a desert world and the threaded ice world with slipping mechanics. What is this, Super Smash Bros. Brawl? I love the vibrant colors and hard edges the game uses, as it really helps the set pieces and enemies pop out. What's more, makes the game hold up to time visually pretty well. You select the levels through a pretty pointless hexagon overworld, You know, the thing about the Super Mario World map is how chock full with secrets it is, in addition to looking really nice. Apparently exclusive to the Wii U version, for some reason, there's a hidden world, a Yoshi's Island, and a freaking Legend of Zelda zone. I'm looking at the footage and it completely blows my mind that they got Nintendo to allow this, for a lost world of all places. Man, the Wii U was desperate for games. Like, you can tell that they actually put work into these levels. And it is the closest thing to a crossover that is not sport or fighting. The only special stage I got to play was a Knights themed one. That is also really cool. The only downside is that it unlocks way too early, as it is a reskinned boss rush that with no explanation spoils you in later fights. Come on guys, just put it at the end like a normal developer would. And something of a last-ditch effort, Sonic Lost Worlds OST absolutely kills it. The game may be mediocre at the best of times, but the score by Tomoya Otani is top shelf. Just as vibrant as the graphics, varied themes, use of orchestra, the list goes on. You can be sure that I'm gonna use this in the future. It has no right to go this hard. And that's pretty much everything positive I had to say about this game. So let's dig in. Something about Sonic's movement feels really off. Like I said, the desk tried to slow it down. It's got a really good flow if you run in a more or less straight line. As soon as you try to course correct at full speed or doing anything precision based in 2D, it feels like the blue hedgehog is underwater or something. Especially in the side scrollers, the missing snappiness is what differentiates it from a Mario game. Better than sliding around at least. Oh, and don't you try correcting your way on a sliding level, you will slide right off. They also decided to bring back the superpowers from Sonic Colors. I don't want to complain that they actually stuck with something for once, but here they feel very tacked on. Like the game almost has no benefit from them, as opposed to designing the levels around them. They should have used the extra time to come up with new combat options, as good old homing attack is all you do. Plus a kick I completely forgot about, it's only used in one boss fight anyway, and I think you can deflect some bombs with it, which I also completely ignored. To unlock new stages, you have to free robot animals and break them out of cages. Thank God I only had to redo 2 stages. No really, you can just get the same animals over and over. So at this point, it's just to stop you from rushing through the game without looking back. Lost World's antagonist isn't Dr. Eggman for once. Okay, yeah, he's the final boss in an easier Sonic Color style final battle, but throughout most of the game he just hangs out with you in cutscenes. Cause at some point you teamed up to take on the Deadly Six. These demons are as lame as their names though, and my biggest problem isn't even their design. They kinda remind me of the Koopa Kids, but they're somehow less memorable to me. Really, I looked up the names on the wiki and I just played the game. Each one has exactly one personality stereotype. There's the old master, the emo, the hot girl, and the fat one. They go on about it in the off while you do the level leading up to their boss fights. And oh boy, boss fights in this game suck. It's like they come up with the first draft of them and never actually bothered to finish them. They last like 35 seconds most of the time. That here is a late game one, no kidding. There's no gimmicks, no faces, and almost no transition. Just no fun. I mean, maybe it's unfair, but here's the first boss of Tropical Freeze. Look how well designed and animated it is. Each time the boss gets hit, he changes his pattern and does some new attacks that might catch the player off guard. The fight against the leader of the city, Savon, is supposed to be this big deal, but all he does is trying to tackle you on the back of a big metal snake. And despite that, I almost didn't beat him because he blocks your homing attack. I did so little else to fight anything in this game that it took me 2 days to remember the kick attack, immediately turning him into the same joke as any of them. The most memorable thing about the Deadly Six is how freaking unhinged Eggman reacts after they betray him.
Too bad for you.
I will burn your world, you rebellious scum! I will destroy everything you love and make you rot!
Jeez dude, calm down. After that, it's boss rush and robot fight, by the way. No playable Tails or Eggman of course. That would have brought variety. We don't do that here. I think Sonic has so much more potential, but instead of coming up with their own stuff or listening to fans, Sonic Team chases trends, without the time or understanding to pull them off. Once again, we wait for the next entry, hoping that the game will catch up with the greatness of the blue blur.